Shalom to everyone. Today we are learning Zera Shimshon. We're learning in Eshet Chayil, Shiur number 4. In Eshet Chayil, Shiur number 4, I was thinking to make it fast. I was thinking to make shiur fast, to finish all the entire Eshet Chayil with 2 shiurim. Sorry, not that, this one first. And I see there's so many details involved. So I would like to split this shiur of the entire Eshet Chayil into 7-8 shiurim. So today we're holding in the letter Hey, which is shiur number 4. And this shiur is being sponsored by Margot Davidov, Tamara Kandinov, and their entire families, Clara Alayev, Mr. Ariel Suleimanov. We're very happy to see you all here today. And Be'ezrat Hashem, the neshama of your mother should pray to Hashem. All your wishes should come true, Be'ezrat Hashem. So we would like to start Zera Shimshon in Eshet Chayil. We're holding on the letter Hey. הייתה כאוניות סוחר, ממרחק תביא לחמה. It came out. Eshet Chayil is like a merchant boat. She's a woman like a merchant boat. She goes to bring Parnassah to her husband, to her family. Mimerchak tavi lachma, from far she will bring her bread, her Parnassah. It says in Gemara Psachim chapter 4, page 50b, Nun Amud Bet, the Gemara says המצפה לשכר אשתו אינו רואה סימן ברכה. If person, of course, whatever we're going to be learning, we're not going to jump into conclusions step by step, but it says if person is waiting for his wife paycheck, he will never see bracha from that money. It's not in every case. Don't get excited. We're going to explain this. Gemara explains what means schar ishto, his wife's paycheck. Mitkolta. What's mitkolta? Scales. She's walking around with a scale, with a weight, and she's telling people, do you want to use my scale to weigh your potatoes, tomatoes, cucumbers to sell? And if they would use it, she would wait 45 minutes until they make sell. And after 45 minutes, they will give her 5 cents, 10 cents. Cheap payment. Pennies. Thank you, Rav Yosef. Pennies. So, because of the pennies, his wife gets embarrassed. And those pennies that she brings to her husband, he will never see Parnassah, bracha with that. Why? Because his wife gets embarrassed with these pennies. But there is deeper reason. But if she makes something, like she prepares garment, clothing, and then she sells, she makes a candy platter, cookie platter. For example, what women do today? Baking. Sewing, baking, okay? All this stuff she does and she sells, he will see Parnassah from this. Why? Because weighting scale, she didn't do that scale. She's giving scale, and people wait it out, she's not doing any action with her hands. There's nothing being done with her hands, so therefore there's no parnassah in this. But when a woman is sewing and baking and cooking and does with her stuff things, with that he will see parnassah and she will see parnassah. So it says, Aval Odom is Abna. But if she's making and then she sells, she does something with her hands, cooking, baking, preparing, sewing, weaving, he will see parnassah with that. Sadin asta vatimkor, like she will do garments and she will sell them. What does that mean? Sadin asta vatimkor, she did it. There was nothing there, there was thread. She made a clothing out of it. She made a garment out of it. That's bracha, that's parnassah. That's good. Why? Because she did something with her hands. And that is Eshet Chayil. And with that paycheck, he will see parnassah. She will see parnassah as well. Over there it says, Rashba, מה נקרא מצפה לשכר אשתו שאין בזה סימן ברכה ומתי כן יש סימן ברכה שבכל מה שעושה היא בידיה ומאכלת יש לה שבח וסימן ברכה. Anything that woman makes with her hands something new, she gets siman parnassah, siman bracha with that. But if she doesn't, like giving, waving, scale, that person should wave it and then scale it out and then give it to her and give her 3 pennies and she gets embarrassed for those pennies, that she will not see, he will not see parnassah from that money. Give me a second. Dimitri, take out to the woman, she's a cook. So this is what I kill. Okay? So this is what I kill. אבל במה שאינו מעשה ידיה שלא היא בעצמה יצירה. If woman did not create something herself, there's no bracha in that money.
We still didn't explain.
אין בו סימן, what?
We still didn't explain why she has to create it with her hand. We're saying she has to do it, but why she has to do it? Maybe she doesn't.
שאם היא עושה בעצמה הרי היא מקיימת. It says in the תהילים כל כבודה בת מלך פנימה. All the respect of the daughter of the king is inside. Means what? Tzniut. Tzniut. Look. If woman, guys, I'm explaining it. It's very important. If woman sews her own clothing, she does her own baking, she doesn't need to walk store to store, people by people, and say, listen, you want to take this weighing scale and the weight stuff for you and then give me some pennies from this. She has to walk from the seller to seller. But here, she's stationary. She stays in one place. She says, you need cookies, you come to me and buy it. You need garment, you come to me and buy it. So because of this, she's also tzanua. She's also mother. She's not walking around and trying to sell her product. They come to buy from her. And because of this, kol kevuda bad melech penima. Voil shei osa bechefetz kapea. And also, since she's creating something new with her actions, shei basmasta vargayet babegadim, she was sewing the clothing herself. Yechola liyot kaoniot socher. She will be like the boat that is going from place to place to bring parnassah. להתעסק במסחר ותשלה בזה ברכה, וכמו כן היא יכולה להביא לחמה מרחוק. And like that, she could even bring for her food from far. על ידי עניות וכדומה. Even through the boats. Guys, you with me?
Yes.
Also, in that same Gemara, am I bothering there? No? Okay. Also in that same Gemara Pesachim, page 50b, says over there, 4 types of people will not see. It says like that. Ofanim she'adam mekabel u'marviach sachar ach en ba'im siman bracha. There are 4 types of people. Gemara Pesachim, page 50b says that if people do, they don't see siman bracha with that. One of them is what? Ma'ot ha'ba'ot mimidinat hayam. When I make business, my boat has to bring my stuff from the other side of the ocean, overseas. If I make business deal and boat is bringing to me, there's no bracha in that. Why not? Why not? A lot of times boat sinks. Number 1. Number 2, I'm relying on open miracle. If you will come out, I never tried that, but I heard people said, if you will come out during your cruise time, 2 o'clock in the morning outside, then you see you are the only one in the whole darkness and all around you is only you see is water, that's scary view. And from that Hashem saves you. A person who gets things to travel from overseas, he relies on that miracle of Hashem. Anytime you rely on the miracle, because of that miracle, you don't have Hatzlacha. You don't have Siman Bracha from that. Anytime person does something, he should not rely on the miracle. Person's Parnassah should not be with the relying on miracles. A miracle. Thank you, Rabbi Gabriel.
Is there a source for that?
Huh? There's source for everything. Gemara Pesachim, page 50b. Look inside. ואחד מיני ואחד מארבע האופנים האלו הוא מעות שהבאות במדינת הים, כספים ורווחים שבאו לו על ידי שמכר סחורה במדינות בעבר לים, והיות הוא מכניס את הסחורה לסכנה. He takes his money and he puts in the danger. שמא תטבע ספינתו וכדומה. God forbid his boat could sink, and that's all, he lost it. נמצא שהוא סומך על הנס. Comes out, he's relying on a miracle. ולכן אין בזה ברכה שאסור לסמוך על הנס. Therefore there's no bracha. You're not allowed to rely on miracles. A person should do livelihood through a simple nature. Go work, bring money. No relying on miracles. I'll stay up in the middle of the street and somehow money will be thrown to me from someone. There's no such a thing. Don't rely on miracles. Shema lo yikra v'yitlachesh lo nes. Maybe miracle will not happen. It's not going to work. והאישה הזו הייתה כהוניות סוחר שמבין סחורה ממקום רחוק. But this woman, by the fact that she's doing stuff with her actions, she will be able to bring money from far and it will be not dangerous. Why? Because since she did things with her own hands, there's a special bracha in this. And Hashem protects this for her. אבל לא כהוניות השרים והמלאכים שהם כל לוקחים סיכון גבוה ושולחים סחורה למקום ששם ירוויחו הכי הרבה כסף. אף שיש בם יותר סיכון וסכנה מפני שדרכם לסמוך על הנס, שהרי אדרבה בוודאי האישה הזו תביא לחמה ממרחק, שאף על פי ששולחת מעשה ידיה לארץ רחוקה, even she will be sending whatever she sows or bakes to far places, עושה בעניין שלא יהיה בו נס. She does it in a certain way that there's no miracle involved. אלא יהיה לעולם בעניין בטוח כמנהג הסוחרים. It will be for her as a guaranteed business deal for her that nothing will be happening to her Parnassah. And this is what it means. הייתה כהוניות סוחר ממרחק תביא לחמה. Because she's doing things with her actions, she will be able to bring Parnassah from far, and that will not be dangerous. If so, some Zera Shimshon quotes that not only when woman is making something with her hands, creating something new, Hashem protects her money with this world, that she would be able, even her money will be on a boat. The boat will not sink, and the money will not get lost, and everything is protected, guaranteed because of her action. But there is something deeper than this, we'll see. Look what it says, זרע שמשון. אינמי, הייתה כהניות צוחק אף על פי שמצפה לשכר לאשתו אין בו סימן ברכה, even though some cases when person waiting for his wife's paycheck there is no סימן ברכה, זאת האשת חייל תביא לחמה מרחוק, דהיינו מטוב העולם הבא. She will bring Parnassah from עולם הבא. What is that be? What is that happening here? Look what it says. It says in Parashat Beshalach in Zohar, page Nun Amud Bet. הזוהר מביא את הפסוק אצלנו, ממרחק תביא לחמה, כתוב כאן, it says over here, ממרחק ולומד גזרה שווה. כמה דעת אמר. It says in the pasuk ישעיהו, הנה שם השם בא ממרחק. It says ממרחק תביא לחמה, אשתך will bring her food from far, and the word ממרחק, it symbolizes Hashem. Hashem's name, Yud Kei Vav Kei, from the word Mimerchak, from far. What pasuk says? Hine Shem Hashem ba Mimerchak. Behold, Hashem's name is coming from far. So Mimerchak tavi lachma, she will bring her food from far. And the second pasuk says, from far is Hashem's name. So she will bring food from Yud Kei Vav Kei, from Hashem's name. That is Eshet Chayil. So now I'm reading the Zohar inside. Rabbi Chia Patach. Rabbi Chia says, Hayita kaoniyot socher. She was like a merchant fleet, they say. Okay? Mimerchak tavi lachma, from far. She will bring her bread, her parnassah. Hayita kaoniyot socher da Knesset Israel. Who is that? Mi hayta kaoniyot socher. That is Klal Israel. Mimerchak tavi lachma. K'madat amar hine Shem Hashem ba mimerchak tavi lachma. From Hashem's name Himself, she will bring a parnassah. Bechad dargad shari Allah. We see from here, when woman is Eshet Chayil and she does something from her hand, something new, as if she's dragging parnassah to the house from Hashem's name directly. V'chen amru, and also it says in the pasuk, Yitzav Adonai. Now, you're taking parnassah from Hashem's name. When Hashem gives, look at the guarantee here. Guys, you with me, right? Yeah. I know I'm boring, but it's not going to be that boring. Pay attention. Something deep coming up here. Yitzav Adonai etcha et bracha ba'asamecha. Hashem will command you to have bracha in your hidden things. When you have stuff hidden, there's bracha. Kadesh urchaz, then it goes how? Karpas, yachatz, magid, lachza, motzi, matzah, maror, korech, shulchach. Then it goes tzafun, barech. What's tzafun? Hidden. When you hide your stuff, then barech. Then you blessed. When you open it, say, oh, I have this. Tomorrow, and you lost it. Pakazucha, no good. Nathaniel, hi. How are you? Everything's good?
Sorry, I'm late.
It's fine, no problem. Tzafun barech, when it's hidden, there's bracha there. Once it's not hidden, there's no bracha there. So now, look as I'm reading. One guy was engaged. He was walking around telling you, I'm engaged. 3 days later. Chas v'shalom. Therefore, it's good to tzafun barech. V'chen, amru zal. Yitzav Hashem itcha et habracha ba'asamecha. Hashem will command you bracha in your hidden things. Sheishlach lo bracha me'en ha'olam haba. Hashem says, I will send you bracha from olam haba. Ubazeh shemekor habracha hu me'en ha'olam haba. Since the main bracha is like from the source of olam haba, shemagia me'ashpaot ha'elionot lo yishlot ba'ayin hara v'lo mazikin. Because of bracha coming from olam haba, there is no ayin hara and there is no mazikin, no demons, no nothing. Do we have kohanim here? Not today. What's birkat kohanim? Yivarechecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. Hashem should bless you with parnassah. What's v'yishmerecha? And protect you. When Hashem gives you bracha, there's protection already. That's the protection already. V'zeu lashon yitzav. And this is what means Hashem will command bracha on you. Kolomar, yitzav hainu shehu davar temidi v'kiyumi. This is something constantly and protected. שציווי של הקדוש ברוך הוא דבר תמידי שאינו מפסיק. השם is ברכה, it never stops, it constantly going. שאותה ברכה תישאר קיימת ולא ישלטו עליה זרים. Bracha will remain forever. Zarim means outsiders. Shedim will not be able to control it over. You should know. I have seen people who never saw a dollar in their pocket. Suddenly, they became extremely rich. And shalom bay didn't have lo aleinu v'lo alechem. And normal lifestyle didn't have lo aleinu v'lo alechem. They end up in casino. They end up in craziest, weirdest places. And they end up in such a tragic endings. Chas v'shalom. That is Yivarech Hashem b'den shmerecha. Yivarech Hashem, and Hashem gives you bracha. Hashem's bracha. V'shmerecha, He protects you. He protects you that this money should not corrupt you. To have a lot of money wanting not to get corrupted, you need special protection for this. Especially in today's day where everybody has extra $2 in their pocket. And not only that, we have Olam Haba, Gan Eden and Gehinam in this phone also. So therefore it's very important. Today, who cannot afford cell phone? Can you tell me? I have students in the classroom, they have phones 10 times better than my phone. And connections. And different apps. And different websites. You'll be shocked, you'll be on the floor. What's going on today? So it's very important. Yivarechecha, Hashem gives you bracha. V'yishmerecha, Hashem protects you. But 99.9% bracha goes in the house because of your wife Eshet Chayil, who creates something. From nothing, she makes something. When woman uses nothing and giving like weighting scale to weight, she stays in the middle of the street, from seller to seller, from buyer to buyer, from merchant to merchant. She gets embarrassed walking around for 10, 15 cents for pennies. That's no bracha to the husband. But when she makes something new, you give her dough, she makes cookies. You give her material, she makes clothing. She makes something new out of it. Today, we live in a different world. Every woman in education, some doctors, some lawyers, some teachers, some educators, some this, some nurse, this, that, lawyers, that. Today you have everything. Every woman today creates something. So for sure, every house should be blessed. And not only blessed, Yitzav Hashem itcha. There's no shedim, there's no mazikim. That's the biggest bracha you can get today. V'chen tirgem onkelos, and also onkelos explained on that. Et hamila yitzav hainu yipaked. What's yipaked? Lashon pikadon, like a deposit. What's deposit? When there's a deposit, mazikin cannot touch it. Hashem says, I'm protecting it. Cannot touch it. Something that belongs to heaven world. It's not from this world, it's from Shamayim. And because of this, there's bracha in the house. And one of the bracha is there should be no mazikin. Damagers, demons.
What is it supposed to mean? We should push the woman to go work?
Mr. Shlomo is asking dangerous question. So if woman is staying home, she's not working. What should I do? Should I go push her to go to work? What should I do? Listen carefully. Making your child from a regular child to a child who has derech eretz, that is best creation ever a woman can do to her house. Okay? If today, unfortunately, some women have to go to work, they should not hold something that someone did and rent it out for a few pennies and embarrass themselves. Like a scale. You scale it, after you scale it, give me 10, 15 cents per scale. 1 hour, 15 cents. Embarrassment. But if Baruch Hashem, family is okay. They have a lot of Parnassah, enough Parnassah for everybody. And woman stays home to protect kids, teaches kids, educates them. Father comes, you have to stand up. You want to eat something, you have to make a bracha. You have to learn derech eretz, not to hurt people's feelings. You know, it's very important. To educate child today is a big thing. We live in the world today when educated people downgraded. If you have real derech eretz, nobody respects you. If you chutzpan, people respect you. Such a world we live in today. When you try to protect yourself, to say, hey, stop, what are you doing? Where are you jumping? People call you, oh, you have no derech eretz, you have no this. It's funny. If you deal, I'm telling you, this is message from Rabbi Akilov. I approve this message. No, everybody's watching it now. I'm telling you lively lesson. I'm telling you lively lesson. For life, don't forget. Even though someone claims to be a rabbi, he calls himself a rabbi, and he bullies you, I give you permission, put him in a place. You should not walk around broken. Someone should put you down walking around happy. Oh, I'm smarter than him. There's no such a thing. There is no such a thing. Someone bullies you, you put him in a place. Why? Let him go home depressed and not you. You don't let bully win. That's wrong step. There's no anava here. No, I have to be anava, I have to take, and then he slaps me, then I go home and I don't sleep at nights. There's no mitzvah on this. Someone embarrasses you, you have to stand for yourself. Say, I'm sorry, at kan. I'm not going to let you step over me. That's very important. And this you have to teach to your children. A, do not put anybody down. Don't put people down. Very big thing to take class. You know, I'll tell you, I know this video is my enemy, but it's okay. Today it could be. I sit within a year, a lot, like with 70, 80 young rabbis, a year. And one of the most who has class and has respect and who's derech eretz. I was shocked by Rabbi Avraham Suleimanov. I was sitting with him like a month ago in Bachor Yakubov's father-in-law's house. The derech eretz, the class, you know? You see, parents did not waste their time. They taught, they educated. It's very important. Class, and you know what I'll tell you? You should not care what people talk about you. You should care what Hashem talks about you. And if someone puts people down, walking on, it's not good midah. It's not good midot. It's wrong. You have to raise people. You have to talk good to people. Don't put people down. It's very bad midah. And I give you bracha. You should have blessing. Yivarechecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. Hashem should bless you with wealth, with good children, with good house, with good parnassah, with good health. V'yishmerecha, and protect you. That you should have nachat from all of this. You should prosper, you should enjoy from all of this. And should gadlut Torah mitzvot u'ma'asim tovim. V'chen yhi ratzon v'nomar, amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akashia omer. רצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לעשות את ישראל וכך לבעלם את כל המצוות שנאמר אדוני חפץ למען צדקו יגדיל תורה ויאדיר על ישראל. Stop the video please.